Well, hello everyone. Welcome to P.B.M. Vending. This show we're going to call Bits and Bobs. These are just things that have happened in our ministry. None of them, well, actually one of them I am going to make a video on. But just little things that have happened that might have happened to you. And I just want to do follow-ups. Let everybody know where it stands. Now, a while back, I did a video called The Unfair Fairfield Inn Fiasco, where I talked about one of my machines being robbed twice. And I did not contact the home office. However, I did contact the manager directly. And we had a conversation by email. And I had decided before the text, that if I didn't get satisfaction, I was going to go to the home office. However, I found out that he had taken over the month after I had my issue. And he wouldn't give me any information, but he did apologize. And I therefore asked if I could have a second chance, and he told me no. I was not happy about that, but I do understand. And I want everybody to know that the Fairfield Inn in Springfield, Illinois is under new management. And the issues that I have, although they haven't been resolved, they have been handled to my satisfaction. Now, another little thing that I was worrying about, as you know, part of our game this year is to have as much cash as we can make by July of next year. And one of the things that we've been doing is controlling our electricity flow through our circuit breakers in our breaker box. Now, we've been doing, I keep my hot water heater off until I need it. I keep my stove off until I need it. We got rid of phantom electricity. And the one I never could nail down was a schedule for my refrigerator. Now, the schedule that I have right now is, on my second job, I work every Friday or every Saturday for 9 hours. So I turn it off when I leave and I turn it on when I come home. So I'm saving 36 hours a month from cooling my refrigerator. Now, to me, that doesn't seem like a lot. But for right here and for right now, I think we're going to let that go. We're going to keep that schedule. And then I think next year, depending on how much my electricity bill goes down, we may do a little bit more research on that and see if we can't maximize that a little better. Okay. Now, again, when we talk about our game, when I started the game, I was using 3 credit cards. And one of them was the Discover card. And the reason I was using that was because it has rotating 5% cash back areas. And at the time, we had 3 months of restaurants. And I was contributing a lot to the restaurant market here in town, because I feel like those guys have gotten the raw end of the deal, and I still do. Now, part of what I always do is I continue to try to educate myself and watch videos and read blogs and do all kinds of stuff to try and keep myself educated. Now, one of the things that I tripped over was the Chase Freedom Unlimited card. Now I have that card. And for those of you that have watched other of my videos, you will know that is the card that I gave to my daughter. And I made her part of that card as a graduation gift. And gave her a set amount to use. However, I found out by accident, by watching a video, that the Chase Freedom Unlimited has 3% back on restaurants. Now, I was using, after the Discover card expired, I had been using my City Double Cash, so I was getting 2% back. And then I checked 3 or 4 different sources, and they all said the same thing, and I got my statement back, and it is 3% cash back on dining. So instead of using 3, we were using the American Express for groceries and gas, City Double Cash for, that's my Bedrock card. We were using the Discover for the rotating things. That was the 3, and that's how I was going to get through. Well, now with the Chase Freedom Unlimited, now I don't have to go to 2% on takeout and dining. I get 3% back. So we've changed from 3 cards to 4 cards, and that's the one I'm going to do a video on. Just because I think it's important for people, especially in the cash back market, dining and takeout, especially during the COVID thing, is kind of a big deal. And for those, I mean, I watch all kinds of videos, and that one slipped by me. I did not realize that that was a 3% cash back on takeout and dining. So I'd say that qualifies as a bit in a bob. Now, a while back, I had bought from Lion Card a 24 karat gold steel card that that I sent them my American Express card, and they had turned it into a metal card covered in 24 karat gold. And I had questions. At the end of that video, I had questions. Having used it for a few months, here's what I can tell you about my questions. Number 1, it did not rip my leather billfold. It is gold, I mean it is metal, and it is a little tough in my billfold, but the bend is not a big deal. The card is not bended as far as I can tell. It has worked beautifully. From the chip to the strip, everything about that card has worked beautifully. I'm considering getting another one, and here's why. Okay, that card cost me $300, but nobody sees it. I designed that card, and I showed you the card when I unboxed it. I designed that card for advertising, but the 2 main places where I can use it is the grocery store and the gas station, and I'm the only one that sees it or uses it. So I feel like, as much as I enjoy the card, and as much as I think it's worth it, nobody's seeing my card, and I'm kind of bummed. I think if I were to get another one, I mean, not gold, but a different metal card, and put P.B.M on it, like my City Double Cashback, that is my Bedrock card where I use all the time, I feel like more people might see it, which means I'm going to now spend $500 or $600 for 4 years of advertisement, and I haven't pulled the trigger yet because I'm not convinced. So here's the last question of the last issue that I want to talk about on this. Now I do videos on bits and bobs, bits and pieces here and there, just on little things that happen. And I always keep notes because things happen, and I know everybody else happens too, and I just like to keep everybody up to date. Now, one of the questions that I have about our game is my hot water heater. Now, as I said, I keep that thing off until I need it. So my thought process was this: how is that going to work in the wintertime? I live in Illinois, so we get pretty cold here. And I was thinking, okay, so is that going to be a problem? Am I going to have to modify my schedule? And then it occurred to me, duh, I do have cold water year-round, and it doesn't freeze. Why would my hot water freeze? And the answer to that question is, I don't know, but I'm thinking about it. And actually, now that I think about it, if the temperature is colder, and it is colder in my apartment, by the way, maybe I should do longer on my refrigerator, or maybe I should double up on my refrigerator. Huh. I don't know. But anyway, those were the things that I wanted to catch up on. I don't know when the last one of these I did, a couple of months ago probably. But this one I called Bits and Bobs. There is a video show that I watch called That Chapter, and the guy is Irish, actually. And he uses the term bits and bobs, and I've heard that from people from the UK. So I just decided, as I've told you many times before, titles amuse me, and so I use different titles. But I think that's about all I wanted to cover in this issue of Bits and Bobs. So you guys have a great week, and happy vending!